Hello, gentle viewers. This is Avendian, welcoming you to a new episode of Front Office Football. And we're talking about Season 5 at this point. It's 2023, so I think it's Season 5. It might be Season 6. Let's see. 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22. No, Season 6. And I thought it would be cool to take a quick look at this screen. First of all, notice the AI hasn't actually got down to 53 players. We already have. But second, we have 27 people from our rookie draft, 15 from free agency, 1 from trade, and then the other are people you started the game with. So we're definitely doing a good job of building through the draft, which is an important way to succeed in football because the draft is the cheapest way to acquire new talent, by far. Also undrafted free agents, and we have a fair number of those too. So yeah, this season we have a new scheme. We picked a new offensive coordinator who favors the spread. And you'll notice all of our plays are either shotgun or pistol, and this is intentional. We're trying to mitigate Baker's weaknesses to give him time to take care of his strengths. So let's poke our heads at everyone's favorite quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He isn't great at timing the ball, which means he needs a little more time to find the deep routes. And more importantly, he's not great at reading a defense. He also has a bit of issues in the 2-minute drill, but that's fine. This is why we've built into the spread, because the spread basically gives him more options. So hopefully he'll make quicker decisions, and this ugly 21 number can go down significantly. How else have we changed this team in the offseason? We said goodbye to Todd Gurley, whose tenure with our team wasn't that impressive. This is, once again, Nick Chubb's team-ish. We need a third tight end. Let's go and activate Kendall Farrell. And that will mean I'll need to make someone inactive, but that's fine. We still have Nelson Agholor, who's agreed to sign for a longer deal. So hopefully that'll turn out to be a quality deal for us. We've shifted around the offensive lineman, in particular Nate Brown. You may remember him from our first-round pick last season. Has shifted inside. And I think that's a position he's going to handle very, very well. Now, the question is, do we want Bitonio to start there right now? And there's a couple reasons why I don't think that's a great idea. First of all, his pass blocking is getting worse. Second, his blocking strength, which is what creates pancakes, is still good. But because his technique's not great, he's always going to be a bit of an issue. So I think Bitonio at this point in his career is best used as a reserve offensive lineman. What else changed? Edwin Buchanan's even more awesome, but that's not a surprise. Defensive line didn't change much. I frankly don't know why Drake... Oh, I keep asking this every season, and I keep getting the same answer. It's his bloody endurance. He can't play all that often, so he's best used in extreme passing situations. So that's why he's not starting left end. We need to think about replacing Myles Garrett at some point, though. Our first-round draft pick this year was Josh Hammernick. As you can see, an excellent top-notch linebacker. We now have a very strong center, which is critical for a 3-4, and then we've got some decent outside linebackers. We've added some corners. Melvin Campbell, unfortunately, won't be joining us for the first game of the season, but we have to make sacrifices. I'm going to go ahead and sit, because we need to make someone inactive because of the addition of... because we activated a third tight end, someone's got to sit. And I think it's going to be a defensive end. Oh, look, a defensive tackle. Yeah, let's go ahead and make Buddy Rodriguez inactive. I think that's fair. Now let's quickly jump over to offensive personnel, and then this way we'll get the third tight end in that we know we need. Yeah, we definitely want Brown to start at left guard because we want him to get all the snaps that he can possibly get. And then defensive personnel. Yeah. Okay. Without further ado, we notice that we're actually not favored against Cincinnati. We've got a better quarterback and a better defense, but they've got a better O-line and running back. This is because of Bitonio. I wonder if I put Bitonio back in, how does that change things? Just out of curiosity. They saw the better offensive line. That's understandable. And I really don't want to play Bitonio. I really think he's best, at this stage of his career, I think he's best suited for filling in for other guards or offensive line positions. So, yeah. Let's sim the week. I do not have less than 46 players in my active roster. I have 45. I guess we will... Yeah, I think it makes sense to have Elias Willis active. I know he's not a brilliant corner, but he's good, and there's no reason not to play him. Who's the corner we just signed? I thought we signed a corner in the... No, we didn't sign a corner in the offseason. That's right. We were going to, but we didn't. Okay. And we'll go ahead and make sure that we get our corners cornered. Let's run the week. And we got absolutely destroyed. Okay. So that happened. A pick for Mayfield and a pick for Reynolds. Mayfield wasn't bad, but wasn't great. Higgins and Agholor. Yeah, we just got creamed, you guys. By Andy frickin' Dalton. Damn. Note the fact they ran the ball quite well. That's a big chunk of it, too. We did get Miles Jack intercepted, returned for a touchdown. Hammernick had a decent game, maybe more on the way. Ayersman just dominated, as we're so used to seeing. We held up okay pass rush-wise. They just dominated us on offense. That can happen. Let's get our email opened up. Anyone injured? Robbie Dock. Well, that's interesting. Okay. We can get Melvin Campbell back. We absolutely will be getting him back. Okay. So let's make him inactive. Campbell becomes active because he's our best corner. We want him to play, obviously. Yeah, this does leave us a bit short on receivers. But this is part of life, right? If I lock Brown, will you stop changing him? You do. Excellent. So there we go. That's that taken care of. And let's go to defensive personnel. Please get our #1 cornerback playing. Why don't I see Campbell's name? Okay, seriously, I did make Campbell active, right? Yeah, I did. Oh, I didn't. Whoopsie. I do need to make one more player active. Let's go and make Buddy Rodriguez active. That's fine. There we go. Now we get our true #1 cornerback getting lots of playing time. That's going to be a good day. All right. How is game 2 going to go? Sometimes you blow them out. Sometimes they blow you out. This is our first blowout of the season. And look at Baker Mayfield. No interceptions. 20 out of 27. Look at this. This brings a tear to my eye. This is this offense working in absolute perfection. Gets it right here. 3 touchdowns for Agholor. Frankly, I would call him the MVP this game, but I'm not going to judge. Pure efficiency from Baker Mayfield. An amazing rushing game from Nick Chubb. 3 touchdowns for him. 2 picks from a linebacker in a corner. A couple of forced fumbles. It must have been on special teams that they forced him. Good game for Jack and Ayersman. Hammernick, not so much. A fair number of sacks all across the board. If we play like this every week, I mean, okay, anyone can say that. But if we play this every week, we would be just an amazing football team. For sure. Yeah, that was pretty damn good. And we follow up with another big win against Las Vegas. No interceptions. 334 yards, 2 touchdowns. Another big day running the ball with Nick Chubb. Spreading the ball around. Rashad Higgins, a little bit less important, but still got himself a TD. 2 picks. Good day for Jack. Good day for Ayersman. I'm a little concerned that Hammernick isn't putting up the numbers I would have expected from us. Unless we're just playing a nickel too much, which is totally possible and reasonable. And doesn't upset me in the least. If that's what happens, that's what happens. No health issues. I think we lost. We did. We lost by 1 touchdown. And we did throw a pick. The running game has been on fire this year. I wonder if we should have shifted to the mostly shotgun earlier. It just seems like we're just running so much better than we used to. Don't tell me the pick was for a touchdown. Okay, it wasn't. We lost a turnover margin in this game. We did. Yep, we got picked on because you can tell our number 1 tackle is our safety. Hammernick is just not... He's not playing with as much intensity as I expected. That's a bit disconcerting. Well, that's all right. I bet if we look at locker room report, I bet Batonio's pretty pissed off at us. Yeah, he is. How is Ratliff angry? He's literally playing like all the bloody time. I don't know, guys. I genuinely don't know how to make these people happy. Let's go and simulate the week. We lost again, and we got blown out. 3 picks. 3 fucking picks. It happens. Another good game of running the ball for Nick Chubb, though. Hey, a pick for Hammernick. That's pretty cool. Which was literally like one of his only plays in the game. Yeah, this was a bad game, but it's okay. It's fine. Okay, Houston. Hey, we got a win. A close one, too. 22-17. No picks. 355 passing yards. Running game wasn't as on point this time. But this was, again, what we look for in our quarterback. Rashad Higgins exploded this game. See how just adding one extra receiver has almost entirely transformed our offense. Just because we don't have to throw to the same guy all the time. We don't get a DeAndre Hopkins situation. A pick for Ratliff. Hopefully he'll calm down a bit. Forced fumble by Myles Garrett. Nice. Ayersman, a big game. Big game for Amos. I need to take a look at our defensive personnel. I'm beginning to wonder about something. Look at the pass rush. That's the good stuff right there. We are playing him regularly, right? Yeah, he's getting all kinds of playing time. He's just not performing as well as we might expect. Oh well. Okay. No injuries. Good. We're 11th in points per game. We do allow a lot of points per game, though. That is an issue. So here's our big matchup. We've got a really good blockers, and their front seven's not so great, which is why we're favored. That doesn't mean we'll win, though. And we didn't. And we got blown out again. Our defense is really struggling this year. And again, I will note the interceptions, because I can't help but notice the interceptions as something that's holding us back. But we try to force it to Agholor a little bit too much. 2 picks. 3 forced fumbles. A good day for Hammernick. Did we just get, like... How did Baltimore beat us? We had many more first downs. I think it was the turnovers. Turnover margin, by the way, should definitely be a thing in here. Okay, 2 picks, 2 picks. No, we won the turnover margin. They lost 3 fumbles. We only lost 1. We had a better average start. We had a tired... I genuinely don't know why we lost this game. Unless it's just we didn't execute the game plan, which is entirely possible. He got sacked 3 times. That's probably didn't help. But that's a bit troublesome to me. That's troubling. That is troubling to me. Oh, look at Larry Ogunjobi getting his revenge on Baker Mayfield. That's a good story. I like that, even though it happened against us. It just looks like they got lucky, where their picks ended up being touchdowns, and ours didn't. And that was the difference in the game. It came down to luck. Their interceptions... Our interceptions hurt more than theirs did. Oh, shit. We just lost Nate Brown for the entire season. That's not great. Alright. Well, things happen during a season, even if we wish they didn't. Injured reserve. Batonio is going to be starting left guard, obviously, but I do want to make sure we grab another guard if there is a good one. Ideally with a bit of upside behind him. Girlman can't pass block and has no blocking strength. That's terrible. This is good. We'll sign him. And you're just going to be a backup offensive lineman, and then we're going to go ahead and slot in Batonio. That's a bit... Batonio, did you do that on purpose? Did you have someone assassinate him so that you could get more playing time? It's a ruptured Achilles. I think he hired someone. That's my current theory. Yeah, I think we just played this one. I don't think there's anyone I want to trade. See, Ratliff has gone from angry to unhappy. But Tonio's opinion is going to change too because he's going to get a whole lot more playing time. Hey, 41-28 against Indy in a shootout. Is their quarterback still Andrew Luck? No, it's Jacoby Brissett. What happened to Andrew Luck? I don't know. Good day by Baker Mayfield. We're getting a lot more of the good days this year. Chubb didn't run quite as well as he has in the past. Again, we mixed it up with the receivers. A pick by Ratliff that went back for a TD. A fumble recovery by Miles Jack for a TD. Perfection. Field goal not so good, but that's all right. Still another game I don't feel comfortable seeing a free safety make this many plays. It typically means we're getting beat in the passing game. But we also had a linebacker do well, Hammernick. 2 sacks by Drake Little, which is brilliant. Good pass defenses by our linebackers. 2 sacks allowed by Yancey, but, you know, no one's perfect. No one injured. We have to beat Pittsburgh, which I don't think we did. Oh, we did. We did. Good. 31-20. Another interceptionless game. I know I'm kind of fixating on this, but it really is a big deal that we don't turn the ball over. Hey, good game by Nick Chubb. We didn't get a lot of balls deep. Looks like the tight end was the focus of the focal point of the game this time. You got to take what the defense gives you. I'm totally fine as long as we're not throwing to one specific person too much. A pick by Kindred. We did fumble the ball 3 times. That's not great. I still only see Hammernick a few times a game. I'm not saying he's not a great player. Another 2 sacks, this time for Terrell Everett. Any injuries? Okay, we're going to lose Donald Clemens for a game, which doesn't leave us with a lot of options. Hey, Beckham, you're going to play center for a game. Because someone's got to do it. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. We get our bye week. Oh. Oh, damn it. No, he is still out for another 2 weeks. Shit. Ooh, Baker's hurt. That's not good. Okay, we have to beat Cincinnati. This game, in a very real sense, will mark our season success. Let's look at the standings. Again, it's a dogfight in the AFC North this year. And Cincinnati looks really strong. We're going to have to win against the North. And we didn't. We got beat by Cincinnati again. How are they so good? Andy Dalton is not this good at quarterback, you guys. He's not. Did you get more picks for touchdowns? No. This isn't a bad game, but it's certainly not a good one either. We did get shut down running the ball. That's unfortunate. We did get 2 fumbles, but we also forced 3. Derek Kindred has been all over the place this year. Look at this. We're getting beat on the catch and run, I think. Yep. We weren't tackling well enough. And it was still competitive, but we have to be able to win games like this. We just have to. Oh, we lost Everett, who's been a really good pass rusher, but thankfully we get Clemens back. I wish we didn't have to lose Everett. He's been really good this year. Slide back in Clemens. I'd rather you play injured than have just about anyone else play healthy. Recommend. There we go. Shift people around. We should beat LA, but who knows? We did. 30-27. 2 picks again for Baker. I think we're just going to have to accept the interceptions. Kind of like with Brett Favre. We're going to have to accept it's the cost of doing business. I don't know of a way to keep him from throwing it. And it's not, look, Jared Goff threw 3 interceptions himself, so it's what it is. A bit too many throws short to the tight end. We did get 3 interceptions. 1 fumble. A kickoff return for a touchdown by our corner. A good game. Finally, Hammernick has a bit of a breakout performance. 2 sacks, 2 half sacks, some hurries. 3 picks. Miles Jack, man. Miles fucking Jack. That's the good stuff. Any new injuries? Not really. I really don't like seeing Melvin Campbell's name in the injury report quite so much. That is a bit frustrating. And look, Baker was hurt. That could have affected his performance last game too. And we still won, which is what matters. But then we get beat by Miami. What is it with this team? Why can we not maintain momentum? Baker ran for a touchdown, threw for a touchdown. We did give up 3 runs for touchdowns. That's not great. And 2 fumbles. A good defensive performance. Plenty of hurrying the passer. Just, yeah, sometimes it happens, I guess. And the thing is, we can't really afford to be losing games. And we lost Wally McKnight for the rest of the season. Injuries happen. Kindly bring me in a new tight end. Sure. I don't like that Ashawn Robinson's injured. That's not ideal. I think next year we've got to commit to some of these newer defensive ends. I think maybe we tell Dunlop goodbye. I might just let his contract run out, though, because we're not hurting for cap room. Wait, who's too seriously injured to compete that's in my depth chart? Oh, is it, the tight end? Yeah, it is. There we go. And we got beat by Seattle. Guys, we have to be winning these games that we're favored to win. This is getting silly. I mean, 2 fumbles. It's not that Tanner Lee played an exception. Okay, Tanner Lee played a really good game. So, hats off. That's fair. But, guys, the fumbles have to stop. They have to stop. we're losing games that we should be winning almost effortlessly. At least we beat Pittsburgh. Yep, the running game came back. When we run the ball, Baker has to do less, and I think that makes him a better player. We're still forcing the ball to Aguilar now. We've just stopped forcing it to Higgins so much. I wish we'd balance our throws better, but... Forced fumble by Braden Ratliff, nice. Should we be looking to upgrade at punter, maybe? Help the field position game? I don't know. Good day for Kindred again. Kindred should make the Pro Bowl this year. It seems like every day we look at his stat sheet, and it's just really impressive. Any injuries? No. Okay. Okay, we should beat Arizona, but that doesn't mean we will. Let's see. We did win. And this was a dominating win. We threw an interception, but, you know, he also threw for 3 touchdowns, and I'm less upset about interceptions in that case. Good games by both Aguilar and Higgins. A forced fumble by our strong safety. We haven't seen Adrian Amos's name a whole lot. We did miss a PAT, but... 2 sacks. Garrett and Jack, the Miles twins. Lanier, good game. Robinson, good game. Ayersman. I think the offensive line could get better, though. I say that every year, but it's always true. Right. Do we have a chance of making the playoffs? Let's find out. No, we don't. Because once again, there are 2 teams. Cincinnati is insane this year. So even if we win this game, we're not going to make the playoffs. This is life in the AFC North. And we didn't win the game. So, hey, I guess that's good. We got to win more of these close games. We have to. Things have to change on this, in this way if we're ever going to become a Super Bowl champion. We have to win the close games. We forced 3 fumbles. We did everything right, and we still lost because that's the NFL. We couldn't contain a backup running back, and that's what got us beat. And it happens. It's unfortunate, and it sucks, but it happens, and that's why we lost the game. Missing a field goal doesn't help, mate. But yeah, it happens. I'm not upset with this season. I think we showed a lot of progress, and I really think the new spread offense has helped us a lot. Let's go ahead and just see who won the Super Bowl. Cincinnati and Chicago, huh? Chicago won. I think it's our 2nd year in a row, isn't it? Let's end the season. Oh, no, don't do that. I want to check the awards first. Yeah, Chicago's won 2 straight. Oh, no, they didn't. Indianapolis destroyed them last year. So they have won 2, but it's 2 out of 3. All right. Season awards. Okay, this is a travesty of justice that I don't see Derek Kindred's name for first team safety. It is a travesty of justice. Because I know and you know that Derek Kindred was amazing this year. Let's see how amazing he and the other Browns were this particular season. It's under journal, right? No. Individual statistics. 1 team, all players, all positions. First, the good. This was Baker Mayfield's best year in the NFL. The interceptions came way down. The touchdowns went up. Still not perfect. But this was his best year by far in the NFL. This shows us peak Baker Mayfield, and hopefully he continues to at least maintain this level, if not improve. This is good. This is really, really good. This was Nick Chubb's year. I'm glad he made a Pro Bowl this year because, to be frank, he was everywhere. I also think there's no way he can replicate this performance. He doesn't have that raw talent. But damn if he didn't show us a lot this year. 10 touchdowns. Good work. We had 3 solid receivers in Aguilar, Higgins, and Callaway. Drops were way down this year. I think the passes were made easier. Returns. 2 for Campbell for a touchdown. Another great year of kicking. Our punter could be better. Might need a new punter. I don't see what else Derek Kindred has to do to get recognized as the elite defender he is. But whatever. Good year for Ayersman. Again, another very top-notch year. Hamernick's first year was... He showed a lot of spunk, if I can use the term. But these numbers all should go up just a little bit. Who led the league team in sacks? Drake Little. It just goes to show you how important a skilled pass rusher is, even if he doesn't play all the time. Because he got 8.5 sacks, which is really awesome. In a lot of ways, this was a very good season, but we need one extra spark to get us the extra couple of wins we need to get us into the playoffs. And once we're in the playoffs, anything can happen. The trouble is, I don't know what the solution is. I don't know what position we're at that we could add even a couple of wins. I genuinely don't. A dominating receiver or running back would certainly help. Team statistics. This is important. Okay, rushing offense. We had a mediocre offense rushing the football. Let's look total yards in passing. We were pretty good at passing the ball this year. We just didn't run the ball as well as maybe we should have. Who allowed the most sacks? We were toward the middle. How are we against the run this year? We do give up a lot of runs. I think some bigger defensive linemen will help with that. We had a great passing defense, though. We have really good corners. Turnovers. +4. That's not bad. But it could be better. It could be better. Team summary? What is this? Oh, this is cool. I love this chart. This is awesome. This is really cool. Oh, it shows you, this is like the entire team at a glance. We ranked 11th in passing yards, 6th in yards per attempt, number 1 in yards per catch. For a team that ranked 15th in rushes per game and 16th in rushing yards, our yards per carry numbers are pretty shit. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, the opposition beat us a little bit, passing the ball, and definitely running the ball. I love this. This is the greatest thing ever. I'm going to use that all the time now. We're 49 and 47 with only one trip to the playoffs, so that's the thing. We have two-time champions in the Rams and the Bears. I think the Bears are the only team that's gone to 3 Super Bowls. Yep. We just need that extra little oomph. I don't know how we're going to get it, though. I don't know how we're going to get there. But it'll be fun to see what happens. In any case, let's click on End Season. Pretty good. And let's especially... Oh, who entered the Hall of Fame this year? Earl Thomas. Well deserved. Salary cap went up a bit, and then I know how to retain staff. But that's going to end it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, this has been Avindian. Gaze upon our amazing roster, and I bid you good day.